Okay, so here we are. I've got all of this cool stuff here. Um, so let me go ahead and, I think I'm going to choose things just at random. So I think if how do I download from here? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one from Talia. And then I will do pancreas. I guess I'll do the pancreas. I don't know. You guys, of course, will have time to open these up and like look at them. Oh, that's not a pancreas. Okay, cool. And let's see, what else should I get here? Can you guys hear my dog chewing on her bone? Let's see. Okay, so I'll download this one. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. Okay, it's kind of small. And then I think that's 4. So this is your first step. You're just literally choosing 5 images to download. Oh, there's a basketball. Okay, cool. And I think this is the 5th one, unless I'm crazy. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's big. There's a lot of color in that. Okay, fierce. That's wonderful. Okay, so that's your first step, right? Um, Downloading 5 images from your drive. Now, I already have Photoshop open right here on my screen, so I think probably the next thing I'm going to do is I like to be a little bit organized, so I'm just going to make a folder on my desktop over here, and I'll call this Photoshop Collages. And then I'm going to take a look here in the downloads, and then I am going to make sure that everything I downloaded goes into that folder. I know this is like a really easy way to do it. It probably would be faster to just open the window, but that's okay. We're all on our own journey, you know? Okay, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to use this Talia. Oh, it's so beautiful here. Let's see if I can adjust it. Let's see. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, does that work? Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Okay, so what I would do is then I have all of these on a folder on my desktop. You guys can put them on elsewhere on your computer, wherever you decide. And then remember, instead of dragging these into Photoshop, what I'm gonna do is drag and drop them onto the Photoshop icon at the bottom. And oh, okay, it's saying this is not a PNG file. Okay. No, I wasn't able to use Natalia's. Okay. Sorry, Italians. Okay, well that's okay. I'll do these 4 images for the sake of this, but you guys can choose another image, obviously. Okay, so I have my images open, and we can see that now that because I drag and dropped them onto the program icon, they each open up in their own little panel here. So we've got some images to work with, and this one's kind of small. But that's okay. Well, I'll mess with some of these digital artifacts and make something cool, I think. Um, so now what I need to do is start actually working on my collages. So I'm going to go to File, New, and I remember that the constraints of the project are in inches. So I'm going to make sure that it's inches. I'm going to call this probably collage 1, because remember you have to make 5 collages. So 8 inches by 8 inches. And then I'm going to make the resolution 300. They're supposed to be, these collages are supposed to be high quality. So that's where we'll be working from. And then RGB is fine. And then I like a transparent background. So sometimes you guys are automatically on white. I would change that to transparent, and then I would press create. So, sorry. So here we go. Here is our blank image, right? And so what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to start making selections and then thinking about what I want to do with those selections. Okay, so I think I'm really drawn to this image right now. Oh, I love this cape and the way it's rendered right here. I think I might be able to do something kind of interesting with the cape. Oh, this is lovely, this little rock right here too. Okay. And the fire is pretty, like there's some wonderful abstraction about the fire that I could do anything I want with. Okay, that's cool. Let's take this. I'm gonna come in here and I guess I'm just gonna start selecting something and just see if I can. I don't know if that's gonna look great or not. Oh yeah, let's get that part too. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Um, that's cool. Okay, that's a weird selection. Now, I'm going to press Command C, and I'm going to come over here to my empty canvas and Command V. Okay, so now I've got this selection right here, and I'm just going to, it's very abstract, so I think I might like sort of work on a little abstract piece first. And then I might think about if there's something less abstract that I want to grab and add to this background. So let's see. I can also add like, oh, this is very like dreamy. Let's see if I can get some of this here. Okay, I don't love this selection. Okay, I wonder if this will do a better job faster. It's not great, but I think I can. Oh yeah, okay, that one's pretty good. Let's do that. No, I want this. Oh, I see. I'm adding to it. No. Okay. So let's deselect. And then let's get that tree. Okay, this will be fine for now. Let's pretend like that's okay. It's not okay if I was actually working on this, but it'll be okay for now. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, so remember I can do Command T, and Command T is going to allow me to increase the size of something. So this is all right. I can do a little, I can have a little of this action, maybe a little more even. Okay, and then I think that should be in the background. Okay, cool. All right, okay, so we're working on a little background there. I'm just pressing Command V, and y'all can see that it kind of like creates a new layer over here, and then the same image is copied. Okay, but I want to come back to this, and I'm going to use the liquify filter and just sort of see what I can do with this. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's something. That's something. Let's throw that on the top. Okay, that's cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this image and then copy and paste it and just see what kind of, if there's like a pattern potential somehow in this little abstraction that I've made. And you can see, this looks nothing like the original cape, so I've really, gone out of my way to abstract that cape and really start to think about what is happening here, what's going on, how I can change it and make it like my own, my own little thing. Okay, all right, that's all right. That's all right. It's not the worst thing ever. Let's look at this basketball. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So if we make a selection here, I wonder if we can just make like a, yeah, let's use that, I guess. Okay. I'm just gonna do that, I think. And then I think what I want to do is subtract from the selection because I don't want the Adidas logo. Okay. Great. Okay, so I'll take this part of the image, Command C and then Command V to. Okay. Oh, that's wild. That texture is really great, actually. Do I like it big? Yeah, it feels like ground or something, right? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Sorry, I'm like chewing on a cough drop. Okay. So select everything, copy, paste. Alright, and then I think I can flop this. So if I go to edit, transform, then I can flip it along the horizontal or the vertical axis. So I want to do, I think, the vertical axis. Nope. Wrong choice, Steve. Wrong choice. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what if it's like, what if I just, I think I can do that. Alright, I'm feeling that kind of. Alright, now what, oh, it looks like a tongue. Ew, that's gross. Okay. I'm just gonna pick up the eraser a little bit and then just take care of this little black thing right here. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so weird looking. Okay, great. Yeah, oh wow. Okay. So I'm gonna combine these two. We haven't really talked about this as much, but once you have two layers that you want to like combine, you can select them both and then go into this little hamburger drop down menu. It's just like a little three stack. Is that four? Okay, it's four. Sorry, it's four. And then I'm gonna choose merge layers, which will just merge the two layers that I selected. So now I have this thing right here, and I swear, y'all, it looks like a tongue. Isn't that gross? Like if it wasn't brown, if it was like pink. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build out a tongue, and then I'm gonna make it pink. So let's copy that and paste it. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip it the other way. I'm going to do that. Okay, great. Oh, I'm creating a ball all over again, aren't I? Okay, now it's like a Pac-Man figure. You know what? That's not the way I want to do it. Never mind. Just kidding. Okay, so let's delete that layer. And I think what we're going to do is I think I'm going to take this right here and just start like building a new tongue. Okay. I wish I had. Okay. it's kind of feeling like tonguey, right? Ew, is this what's inside of our mouths? Ugh, we're so gross. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, okay. And then I will, okay, so I'm just going to shift select these, and I'm going to make them into one layer by merging them. Okay, phenomenal. Great. I'm not going to be too picky because I don't even know if this is going to work for my whole image yet, but all right. And then I'm going to go up here to image adjustments, and I'm going to adjust the hue saturation, and let's see, we can, okay, if I go to pink, that makes it green, so how do I get it to pink? There we go, into the green. Okay, that's a little too, I guess your tongue is more like red pink, right? What are we going to be happy with? Oof. Okay, now it's like an alien space egg or something. Okay, cool. I think. Oh. 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 Okay, I think I'm going to be happy with that. I think I'm going to leave that like that. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I do know it doesn't need to go on top of these. Okay. All right. That's great. Okay, so I've started my first canvas right here. I'm kind of stuck. I don't know what to do next. So when you guys get to this point where you've made a lot of decisions, but you're kind of like, I don't really know what to do, I would suggest that you go ahead and just save this. So I'm going to press File, Save As, and then I want to save it on my computer. I just don't trust the cloud. I know, I'm like silly, but okay, I'll go to the desktop, and then here are my Photoshop collages, and then I will save it to there. Now notice that I saved the PSD version. The PSD version is the Photoshop version. That means when I go in here and I open up, where is it? Okay, when I open this up again, the .psd file, it'll open up in Photoshop and I can continue editing. All of these layers will be preserved, whereas if I save as a JPEG, it'll flatten everything, right? So I'm good with that one. I'll just leave it open because maybe I'll find something else. And I'm going to say File, New. I'm going to start on Collage 2. And instead of pixels, of course, I want inches. Remember, it's 8 inches by 8 inches, 300 resolution, transparent RGB. All of that looks great. And now I am ready to start on my second collage. So I want you guys to work like this and just come back and revisit them every once in a while, and you'll get an idea of, like, this is just a mess right now. I have no idea what this is, but maybe something will happen, maybe a pattern will develop, maybe I'll get an idea on like my fourth collage that'll clarify what is happening here. Okay. So you're making 5 of these collages. Don't stress if 4 of them suck. As an artist that works in a studio all the time and that makes stuff that suck all the time, it's totally fine if 4 out of the 5 suck. If you get 1 good collage out of 5, that's 20% hit rate. That's pretty good to me. That sounds really great. So don't get too stressed out about making perfect collages. I have done like a really abstract collage right here, but you can do whatever you want. So if you want like a realistic collage, that's totally fine. If you want a scenic collage that looks like it's a real scene from like a drawing or something, that's absolutely fine as well. Okay, so let's pretend that this makes total sense for me, all right? When it makes total sense for me, I need to save it as a JPEG instead of a PSD file, because you're not going to be able to upload a PSD file to our discussions, right? So I just go to File, and I think it's Save. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, no, sorry, never mind. You can't do that. Okay, so it's File, Export, And we're going to do a export as, and the most efficient way to compress your file is a JPEG, not a PNG. A PNG is a little bit bigger, right? Um, so this is pretty good. I might bump the quality all the way up. That's fine. Who cares? And all of this looks good to me. So now I'm going to choose export. Um, I am going to export it into this right here. Oh, sorry. I've been a little sick, you guys. Okay. And now I have this JPEG image, which I can upload to uh, to Canvas, right? Great. So um, go ahead and work on those. I'm going to record another video where I look at some examples of collages so we can start to like get some inspiration from some of the masters. So if you're bored and you just want something to kind of play in the background, go ahead and toss on your headphones. I'll do my best to like ASMR you while I talk about these works from Picasso and Salvador Dali. And you can just sort of like get an idea working in the background as you're collaging with these soft collages. All right.